Hello and welcome again to the Bench Report. You're listening to Amy and Ivan.
Hello.
Today we're looking into something quite interesting. The UK's new regulations for land-based casinos.
It's a parliamentary discussion really trying to walk that line between encouraging economic growth and ensuring customer protection.
Exactly. It raises that big question, doesn't it? How do you grow an industry like this while also managing, the potential harms?
It's a tricky balance.
So the government's main aim here seems pretty clear. It's about boosting the economy.
Right.
The casino sector, well, it's already quite significant. We're talking about $866 million in gross gambling yield GGY each year.
And a fair few jobs, too, around 10,000 people employed.
Precisely. And these specific changes, they're estimated to add another 50 to 58 million to that GDY figure.
The government's framing is very much about modernizing, isn't it? Updating laws made before online gambling really took off.
Old laws for a new world, essentially.
And what's really key here is how these changes affect different types of casinos. You've got the converted casinos first.
Those operating before the 2005 Act.
That's them. The big change for them is they can now increase their gaming machines up to 80.
80 machines. So that puts them on par with the small casinos.
It does, yes. But it's not automatic. There are some pretty strict conditions involved.
Okay. Like what?
Well, things like minimum floor space requirements for gambling, non-gambling areas, and specifically for table gaming.
Right.
And they have to stick to a maximum machine-to-table ratio of 5.1, plus a cap on the total gambling area under 1,500 square meters.
So some checks and balances there.
Definitely. And another major shift for these converted casinos, they can now offer betting products. That was completely off limits before.
Wow. Okay. That opens up a whole new revenue stream for them. What about the actual small casinos, the ones created by the 2005 Act? Are they changing too?
Yes, they are. For them, it's also about ratios and space.
Yeah.
Their machine-to-table ratio changes from 2.1 up to 5.1. So aligning them with the rules for large casinos now.
So more machines relative to tables across the board, potentially.
Potentially, yes. And linked to that, their minimum required table gaming area is actually reducing, down from 500 square meters to 250.
Okay, so you could see how that facilitates the shift towards more machines. It sounds like a definite push for expansion, especially machine play.
It does seem that way.
Which understandably led to some serious questions being asked in Parliament.
A lot of concern was voiced.
Particularly around that 5.1 ratio. Is that shift inherently going to cause more gambling harm? That was the core question.
And interestingly, the government's own impact assessment actually acknowledged that risk.
Did it really? What did it say?
It stated there's, and I quote, a risk that this measure increases the prevalence of gambling-related harm.
That's quite an admission to put in your own assessment.
It is. And it fueled further questions about transparency. For instance, why was key data blacked out in that assessment? Things like time spent on machines, the budget for evaluating the changes.
Redacted.
Completely blacked out. Then there were questions about these 42 so-called dormant casino licenses.
Licenses that exist but aren't being used.
Exactly. Could they suddenly be activated, leading to a sort of backdoor expansion?
Without fresh oversight, perhaps.
That was the concern. Plus, general doubts about how effective the harm prevention monitoring would actually be, given, past issues elsewhere in the gambling sector.
So a fair bit of pushback and scrutiny there. How did the government counter these points?
Well, Baroness Twycross responded for the government. She argued that casinos are already, highly regulated places.
With lots of supervision.
With significant player supervision, yes. She highlighted the built-in protections in the new rules, those space requirements we mentioned, the need for local licensing approval for more machines.
Okay.
And she confirmed evaluation plans are definitely in place. It's a joint effort between DCMS, the Culture Department, and the Gambling Commission, specifically to track the impact on harm levels.
And the dormant licenses.
The view presented was that it's highly unlikely they'll be activated. And interestingly, the point was made that increased profitability for casinos isn't automatically a bad thing from the government's perspective.
Right. So the official line is, regulated environment, safeguards in place, evaluation planned, and growth isn't inherently negative. It leaves us with a fundamental question, though, doesn't it? For you, consider this. Can economic growth in a sector like gambling truly happen without any increase in gambling-related harm? Or is that simply a societal trade-off we have to accept?
A difficult question with no easy answers.
Indeed. As always, find us on social media at Bench Report UK. Get in touch with any topic important to you.
Remember, politics is everyone's business.
Hello there, this is Tom, the producer of The Bench Report. Listener suggestions are vital to my mission of making politics more accessible and accountable. So, if you have an issue that's really important to you, personally or professionally, and want to know what those in power are doing about it, please get in touch via email or via our socials at Bench Report UK. I'll grab another coffee and start scanning those parliamentary archives.